Hello, my name is Jacob Gusada. I am fourth period biology honors for the King's Academy. I'm going to be presenting the cell project, and I chose to do the plant cell, and here's my diagram. I'm going to be describing all the parts of my cells and what they are and what they represent and what they do inside the cell. We're going to start off with the cell membrane. Cell membrane is the green piece along the outside surrounding. For this part, I cut out a green foam piece. The cell membrane is the surrounding of the cytoplasm of the cell. Next is the cell wall. For the cell wall, I cut out a large piece of foam, a yellow piece of foam to represent it. The outside of the cell protects the inside of the cell. Next, we have the cytoplasm. For the cytoplasm, I used a large piece of yellow covered foam. It is the substance between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Next, we have the parts of the nucleus, which is that blue figure in the middle. I chose to do the nucleus and the chromosomes. I used a blue colored foam piece to represent this diagram. These cell parts in the nucleus, these are the cell parts in the nucleus. Next, we have the ribosomes. In the cell, there are many tiny ribosomes. I used tiny beads along the whole cell to represent the ribosomes. The ribosomes act as the protein manufacturer of the cell. Next, we have the endoplasmic reticulums. For the rough endoplasmic reticulum, I used a long orange pipe cleaner, and for the soft endoplasmic reticulum, I used a small yellow pipe cleaner. These parts are the tubular membranes within the cytoplasm of the cell. Next, we have the mitochondria. For the mitochondria, I used a string-like object, to represent the mitochondria. This cell part acts as the energy production. Next, we have the Golgi apparatus. For this cell part, I use a long purple pipe cleaner. This part packs proteins into the membrane bond vessels inside the cell. Next, we have the lysosomes. For this cell part, I use a colorful, small, round puffball, and it is a cell organelle that contains enzymes. Next, we have the vacuoles. For this part, I cut out a white foam piece right here. And these are cell membrane bound cavities within a cell. Next, we have the plastids. For this part, I use 7 green puffballs to represent the cell part. This is a small double membrane organelle. This part is involved in cellular shaped and transports materials within the cell. Last thing we have is the cytoskeleton. For this part, I represented the microtubules as straight white pipe cleaners. And that is it for the project. I will also be posting a picture of the project onto Moodle. And yes, thank you for your time.